They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Purdue Boilermakers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Willingham. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Every time you speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Delivers the stiff arm. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
To the air on second down. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Unloads it downfield. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Boilermakers are threatening in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. A dynamic return. Explosive. And got loose on this kick coverage team. And they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Wide receiver comes in motion. There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to slam in. Hard-hitting tackle.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He wants to throw it. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Day. Knocked off his feet.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. This dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stepped.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. You want to talk about converting a 4th down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. 4th down time. You only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. down. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Purdue! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's Braun. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Braun. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's a fumble. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
What a great job on the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Quickly out to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before half. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Got a man. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Showing the arm strength to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Finds a tight end. Breaks into the open.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Sooners will punt this one away.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the ball.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Quarterback making adjustments. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Woollyhead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
At some point, you just got to realize as a quarterback, don't throw it near him. That is number 10 on the season. When the ball's in the air, he thinks it's his. He thinks he's the wide receiver, makes the play, makes another interception. Lucky number 10.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it for a big play. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Boilermakers racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football.
Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there, Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun to give, looking for room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Give to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Purdue! What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this thing.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it looking for a 1st. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different...
He's got it down the left side. There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance.
Going deep. Snags it inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
70, Oklahoma, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know,
Turning it on! Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
and this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from and try to
fires toward the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.